I'm kind of just waiting and setting everything up, so... I'm idling in here, but I'm still, like, organizing things outside, so I gotta kind of... Like, hold on. I'm gonna text the other one here. You can hear me. Yeah. Hold on.
Alright,
I have
join
an
the
event
server.
to host,
That's really
okay? I'll be here for
That
a
was
bit.
today.
Also, I like that drawing a lot,
That was
Sybil. Thank
today.
you for doing it.
Sorry,
have to
what?
deal
No,
with
what
the-
did he say?
I said I really like the
spent-
drawing. Thank you for
Oh,
doing
sorry.
it.
Yeah, no problem. So I spent like a couple hours, probably like 3 or 4 hours drawing. It was the fork art I made today, and he came in there, and B was bitching about like, oh, it's just basic coloring, and then Nick says, wow, that looks like something I could draw in Gartic Phone in 20 minutes, and I got so heated about it. Like, what
Who
the fuck
said
is your
that looks
problem,
like something-
dude?
It's
What
just
looks
like
like-
a mean thing to say, though, too.
Yeah, that is pretty mean.
I also don't like him. Uh-oh.
Also, where's this?
In my channel, like today. He also has really bad opinions that I don't want to talk about.
Who?
Yeah.
Nick.
I don't know. I've enjoyed his opinion so far.
Nick has...
Don't you describe
Right.
yourself as a conservative or a Republican in some
Progressive.
manner?
Progressive right
Well,
wing.
I remember this.
That's
that
like-
was that.
Like, he's in it for the policies, not the...
I am
you know.
not a conservative.
I won't get
do
into
not want
this.
to
I
conserve.
won't get into this now. You're speaking to Madam Woke here.
Yeah.
Are you a socialist, though? Are you woke enough?
I do not support socialism in any shape or form.
Should.
Should.
That is where the
Yeah.
right wing element is. The rest of it is like I'm with you. Economically, I'm not with you. Every other way, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nick is...
I think
Fucking-
it's really funny that 90% of the reason that people are against socialism is because the United States spent like a good 100 years fucking over successful independent socialist nations. Like, what was it? What was the invasion that I'm thinking of right now?
B said, Tyler, you gotta get better.
Remember.
Cuba. I think Cuba's a
Not
great
Cuba.
example.
Not Cuba.
I'd say Cuba's a good
'cause
example. Frankly.
Cuba,
Mhm.
Cuba isn't a good example actually because they kind of screwed themselves over. Fidel got paranoid, himself out from Russia. Although Russia was also a big part of this too because they were just sort of using Cuba like a big sugar plantation and preventing them from becoming fully autonomous. It was sort of a not so perfect storm of bad things that were happening that eventually caused a decline that was sped up by the United States in the Cold War.
I'm confused now.
Anyways,
Both of them are.
for
Tyler is
me-
everywhere.
look, for me, it's just that I've read the paper. I've read a lot of papers. I have a friend who's really into socialism and communism. He constantly sends me these papers. I read all of them. And I just- I like it as an idea. I think it's cool. But I just
Granada,
don't
that's
think
it. That's the
it'll
one. Granada. So what happened was, Granada was a socialist nation,
work. Oh,
right? They were doing really well. They had a booming tourism economy. They were just rebuilding after something that had happened. I believe a
hurricane, right?
no, not a hurricane. It was a revolution that had put the socialist government in power, right?
I thought they
Um,
won democratically, and like the huge thing was that they actually did not, since they were a British colony. At first, they didn't renounce the Queen as head of state, and so they were technically the only communist state to have a monarch.
So what happened for this was the reason that the old guy got overthrown was because he was just kind of insane. He believed in aliens like super openly, and that made up a lot of his politics, I think. So in a bloodless coup, or mostly bloodless from my readings, the Communist Party, or not socialist, not communist party, took over as he was away on something, and not very many people got hurt.
Oh,
right?
Granada. Never
So,
mind. I'm thinking of a different one.
yes, Granada. So, let me think. I need to, like, pause Minecraft. So, what happened was, somebody decided to try and do a coup, right? After a couple of years of a very successful socialist government. This person was not motivated by, like, I want to overthrow socialism or anything. I think he just wanted the power. It was Bishop, I
Oh, what
believe,
the
that was
fuck?
the widely regarded ruler that got overthrown. I'm doing this all off the top of my head here. So the U.S. got involved because there were students that were supposedly in danger at a school. After the fact, none of them said they were in any danger at all, and they said that it was in fact a very pleasant experience being quote-unquote rescued. The only other reason that they were worried was because they thought that an airport was going to be used by the Soviet Union because it was big enough to house the largest Soviet aircraft. Now, the thing about Granada is that it is way, way further away from the United States than anything that could have the range at the time, I believe.
No, that's not true.
Hang on a second. Let me see. It was way too far away to be of use, anyways.
It is far, but they're like even by the end of World War II, they already had missiles almost with a long enough range to go from Granada to southern US at least.
Right. But like it's such a weird hill to die on because it was such a small island. It was so far away from everything. It's like almost at Venezuela for context. This would be like if the US got pissy about a missile base in Venezuela during like the mid Cold War or mid to late Cold War in like the 70s and 80s was when this happened. Granada said that the airport was being used for tourism. It was going to be used for tourism. After the US took over, they finished the airport for tourism. So they had no real reason to come in there. The only other evidence was that there were Cuban workers helping out to build the airport. They were military engineers, but they were armed. There were anti-aircraft guns there, but I think that was just because it was the Cold War.
That's just normal. That's also kind
in
of
the Cold War. It was normal. So the United States decided, this would be a really good opportunity to topple a successful socialist country. So they did. It took 3 days, and they like basically fucking overthrew the government and planted from the Britain a figurehead leader who was a shitty person, and the company, or not the company, the country completely went bottom up economically, if I remember correctly, because the tourism industry was like fucked up because it was the target of a recent American invasion.
Yeah, the government would never do anything wrong. He's right.
This society, not society, economic issue lasted for like until the 2000s when there was like a major banking scandal, and I think it's still going on today. And it's like they invaded for literally no reason. There was almost no strategic value to an airport there. There are no evidence that the Soviets had any ties at all other than like Cuba, which was just sort of a socialist country helping out another socialist country. The like students that they said they were going to save, that was all over the newspapers, they were like, yeah, no, we weren't in danger at all. It was like a nice, pleasant experience being quote unquote rescued.
If something doesn't add up,
there's very similar reports coming from like
why would the Soviet Union ever
quote unquote Israeli hostages and like
why would the Soviet Union ever help a socialist country? They were notorious. Like,
sorry, say that again, Max.
I'll just
Why would the Soviet Union be helping out an unaligned socialist country? They
Exactly. They
didn't
weren't.
do that.
That's the thing. Like, the Soviets were completely disconnected from this. They had nothing to do with any of this.
I mean, they like from what I remember, they like nearly had a full scale nuclear war with China just simply because of mild differences in their own ideology.
Yeah, that's the thing that happens during the Cold War.
Also, completely random topic, but I think it's really funny how not too long after Vietnam fended off America, they also fended off China.
Yeah, Vietnam, my goat.
And then helped China in a war against Cambodia, which, I'm gonna be honest, if there was any country at the time that genuinely should have had a change in government, it definitely should have been Cambodia.
B said loud ass keyboard.
Yeah, I don't know. The Cold War, the more you read about it, the more you see it is just like, oh, hey, here's the United States fucking over a poor, small socialist or communist country that was doing well before the United States. And like 90% of people complaining about socialism bring up examples of like, oh, you know, XY country failed, so all of socialism is a failure. But like, no, that's the United States very loudly coming in under an obviously fake reason just to fuck up their wonderful socialist practices. Like, dude, it's all the United States.
No,
Socialism works. You can see United States. Socialism is alive and well in the United States only because the United States can't fuck over their own, like, greatest city. Let's not forget that New York is the only city doing well. God bless Mamdani.
God bless Zoran Mamdani. I think he's doing an amazing job.
I do think that stuff like, just like with anarchism, it definitely can work on smaller scales, and there are times where it will work. I just think that just like capitalism, it is a heavily flawed system. The difference is that, I don't know, I just think the tried and true method.
See, here's the thing you have to remember.
The general difference between socialism and capitalism is that eventually not everybody has to starve.
B said, but yes, do ping me the thread when the art is done. I need these two characters.
There not enough resources to already, like, isn't already the concern that there's not enough resources to sustain the human population? The current one?
How can you distribute
that equally?
We all need to implement China's two-baby law.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
that's highly unethical.
I'm aware.
Hold on.
I'm just saying this is a joke.
Yeah. You want to know something special that people don't know? Socialist countries are evil, and the United States is protecting itself from them. Because socialism, if socialism spreads, the money will never trickle down, okay? Socialism threatens the trickle.
Ronald Reagan in hell waiting for a little bit of heaven to trickle down.
I want to make something clear. I'm neither a supporter of socialism nor capitalism. I say fuck both systems, and there is no perfect thing at all.
What do you mean? Governments already use socialism. Public roads are socialist by default.
No, that's different. Socialism is a very specific economic system, while
Are you not?
Or what's it called?
Sorry.
Socialist policies.
Are you not speaking closer to communism? Communism is a more extreme variant.
Socialism, like when you say socialism, very, very specific term.
Mm-hmm. Like, you can always, like, implement socialist policies without actually being, you know, or without actually, like, having a socialist government or a socialist economic structure.
Yeah.
I seem to misunderstand.
TLDR.
Which socialism are you speaking of specifically?
Like socialism as like a whole economic structure, as opposed to just like.
I do not support command economies where everything is controlled directly by the government.
Yeah, I think that's understandable. I don't think I would support that either. Honestly.
I mean, that would prevent monopolies, would it not?
Controlling my healthcare.
Yeah, that is true as well, though. It's really hard, especially.
It's because my thought is if the government controls something, then the laws that are implemented will directly affect those, which is usually a risk when you come into the thought of private companies, which is why the United States is so badly working, because all the companies that are working successfully are private ones gouging money out of their clients.
Yeah.
Yes.
But providing these things to the government, for one, you give them funding directly from taxpayer money, which ensures they function properly. And it's not a private company, which means that usually the people have a lot more control over what happens there, not just in laws and bills, but more in the fact that because it is a public service, it must be treated properly.
The bufferer said I like that Tyler's streaming all this LMAO.
Now, I did
Tyler
not
is
say.
streaming the wokelings.
We arrive at this point in the conversation.
Now, I am not saying that communism is good. Communism works on certain scales. However, as a country, it does not function that well. Socialism is the root of communism, from what I understand. Communism is a more extreme version of socialism. The base of communism is correct, but it just doesn't work well because of the other things that threaten it, and its basic structure has a couple issues.
Hold on, just to clear something up for you, communism is the form of governance, and socialism is the form of economics.
Good to know.
They are like two complete. Now, it does so happen that generally communist countries are socialist. Actually, by definition, they have to be. But it is like socialism is technically unrelated to communism.
Said, probably the ex-government, but it's up to you.
Oh,
they like overlap in a lot of ways from what I've...
Okay, it's because I thought... Alright, it's because I thought that one was linked to the other directly in the sense that communism usually employs socialism and for like kind of integrates it into the government.
Now, theoretically, to be communist, you do have to be socialist as well, but to be socialist, you don't have to be communist.
A square is a rectangle, but rectangle is not a square, as is many things.
I think I could be wrong about this. It doesn't really matter at all.
We're not politicians. We're not.
I am. Vote me for senator.
We're not politicians yet.
Gosh,
one member of Nova Basement in politics. I think. Who do you think actually?
No
who
member
of
of
like
Nova
all of
Basement
the
is
people
getting-
in Nova would be the best politician? I'm actually curious.
First Aaron
Noah,
Rally. Have you guys ever been to a coma?
I think I'm actually going
I
to
agree.
shoot you. I think I'm gonna.
I would be a
will.
good politician, by the way.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
gonna fucking kill you.
I might seem like a
think-
chud, but I got the right.
I think
idea.
Noah is the only person in this server who could be a politician, or Tyler maybe, because he's not American. But like the rest of us are all transgenders living in America. Nobody's voting for that, dude.
Dude,
Hold on.
I am
Yes, I'm
like,
a straight white
I'm
male
like a
from
vaguely-
a Republican state. I could
I'm a vaguely
theoretically win
androgynous,
the presidency.
non-conforming, non-gender conforming dude. Okay, come on. You can't.
You also live like close enough to Toronto, where
Who in
like
this
you get
server-
the city liberal boost. I could run in Cleveland and get called slurs instantly.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
wait,
gonna be the
for-
next Zoran Mamdani.
Tyler,
Okay.
you took drama class, right?
Yeah.
That's an instant guarantee. That's an instant guarantee. Justin Trudeau, our glorious dictator for like half a century. Justin Trudeau was a drama teacher.
He was?
Yeah, he was a drama teacher before he went into politics.
Oh my gosh.
Justin
I want to
Trudeau
know
is
what
a
like his
twink. Vote
students
Jarno
think about
Delta
him being the
homeopathic
fucking-
bomb theory for president.
He also wrote a autobiography just before he went into politics.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's kind of sad I can say my name perfectly now.
Also,
Also,
what was I gonna say?
Aaron, when you say we're all transgenders, I feel kind of excluded.
You're Canadian.
Me too.
What does that have to
There's
do
like
with...
no, listen. There's two sides. It's either you're transgender or you're Canadian. Okay.
Noah
Yeah,
is the
but what
avatar.
does that
Noah is
change?
neither transgender nor Canadian.
I'm literally like the bridge between the Nova basement and the real world.
Being Canadian is queer now?
Yeah. Canada's the gayest country, don't you know? It's because they don't have like Donald Trump or J.K. Rowling.
Okay, wait. Quick question.
Which are both
Server?
homophobic. I don't.
Hold on.
Or
No,
no,
it's the,
I'm
it's
the
the
chosen
something
no. We have
phobic.
the
It doesn't
stupid.
matter.
I think it was a Cambridge mayor.
I am the chosen one.
Yeah, but that's
Also-
just
The
a mayor.
basement
Come on.
Will be brought
Also,
to harmony
Alberta
with the United States.
tried to outlaw sex reassignment surgery or something like that.
Oh my gosh, bruh.
Boo.
Boo.
Said, I don't know what I'd do if
Yeah,
I
but that's
saw
because
my
they
high school
that's because they
theatre
elected.
teacher
I think
running
that's
for
because they had.
president.
I'm pretty sure that's
Hold
because they
on,
had the People's Party of Canada in charge, which are like the absolute nut jobs.
Yeah, no, they're not that good. Hold on. What bills would you even implement for that kind of thing? Like, what regulations would you install on
Barbara said LMAO.
section
Most
surgery,
of it-
actually?
Most of that goes down to the level of we can't really police anything other than mandatory stops at bathrooms where you look and we look and check in if you have a peener or balls.
That's just
And then-
stupid and a waste
Yeah.
of money.
It's like the greatest scheme by pedophiles to think about children's genitals.
No. My idea with that is disregard the lack of privacy. This is just a waste of money. What are you achieving with this?
Exactly. They're achieving
you could be as
voters, I guess.
You could be as heartless as fucking possible. This is still dumb because it's pointless. It literally does not do anything.
The bufferer said, actually, I know that a guy who went to my high school who has run in local elections at least twice.
Hey, by the way, are we gonna play like Nightmare Ship, or are we just gonna?
Oh, I
sit
forgot.
here
I am actually a politician. I'm part of my city's government.
B said, dictator of
You.
dictators.
I keep forgetting about this because it's not a thing that I do often, but I am a part of a council in my city government.
Also,
You can find my name on a .gov website.
Really?
Huh.
Like Jesus
Also,
Or not
held
my
the
name, but
king's
you know what I mean.
title, but queer.
Apparently, Justin Trudeau also went in blackface to a party, but I think everybody knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is nothing new. Everybody knows about Justin Trudeau blackface.
Is
Okay,
that
I like that
blackface?
only
No,
thing
that's my
about
skin
him.
color. It's
It's
my
I
actual
love this,
skin.
one of the few-
consider it my duty to prevent him from ever holding an office.
Like what we got over here
when are we
is
doing the nightmare shift?
people going in blackface, and then in America.
Hold on, this conversation is
We're
funny, but at the
busy.
same time, we do need to move over to Girona
We're
2. If you
busy.
guys, if we
We're
want to
busy
move this
talking about
conversation to
woke.
Girona 2, then I don't know, go
Yay.
ahead. I'm gonna be moving there for
Yeah.
big shift.
This liberal chud wants
Alright,
to
see you
go
guys.
play Roblox.
I'm gonna be playing Roblox. I'm also stealing the TTS.
There. Fuck. Oh, is this an alt? I can't tell if this
is an alt.
This is an alt. Okay. I for a second I thought no for the longest time I had suspicions that this was an actual separate account.
Evil British Bee said, hello, I am the evil British Bee.
Oh, true. Then that's why that has council will.
I suppose I'll join,
Hell yeah.
at least for a little bit.
Yeah, might as well. It's FNAF co-op,
mean we
which
will?
you've historically disliked for various reasons, but
Mostly because I do not like the owner. He's a complete asshole.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was actually I still am. I'm gonna leave that Discord server. I had a bunch of friends who were admins in it as well.
Oh no, I understand not wanting to be in their server, but I don't necessarily understand the impact that the owner has on the game itself. If as long as you're not giving them money, they're not getting money, are they?
Yeah, but then I'm giving him my time, which is more valuable.
fair enough.
I mean,
also, just like, I liked FNAF 1-1 more.
FNAF 1-1?
See,
Is
that's
that
kind
also
of-
multiplayer
yeah.
or?
Yeah, that's a better one, but I think it's dead now. I think it died.
See, here's the thing. I seem to disagree with you on this. Like, if the owner is an asshole, the game is separate as long as you don't spend money. And I know you said that your time is more valuable, but they
FNAF
gain no
1's
profit
gone.
from. The only profit they get is from a statistic. Nothing else changes.
I know.
I don't understand where the grudge comes from.
It literally does not. I know. Look, it's just this. I also just didn't enjoy the game that much when I played it. That too. That probably helps. But
do you know what I had to go through specifically in FNAF 2 with Malachi and Cosmo?
Oh my gosh.
They are childish. My flashlight's almost dead because some
They are
prick left
children.
it on. Oh, one of them is, fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
Malachi talks like a fucking reaction YouTuber at every other second. Oh my god! He's not gonna bite your actual frontal lobe out.
Malachi has like this incessant need to point out whatever the hell's in front of him, otherwise he can't process it at all. Like, oh my goodness, look, there's a water bottle! Otherwise that thing's gonna be like invisible to him or something. It's like...
How am I level 15?
Oh my god, is that a bottle of wine in a kid's game? I swear to god, I'm gonna smash it over your head if you mention it again.
No, I wish for my glorious Dan Daniels back.
Well, Jack Daniels was a whiskey, right? Hold on.
Yes, Jack Daniels is a type of whiskey.
Yeah.
I simply do not understand why Malachi is just so not extreme, but intense with his emotion. And I'm not saying that I was made of I wasn't the man of steel at that age either. As a matter of fact, I think I was.
Hi, sorry, we're gonna have to recreate that lobby.
Was there someone at the? Oh, did you accidentally leave it?
No, not accidentally. My fucking Wi-Fi. Disconnected.
WSMP call.
Me. When when ASMP is out tomorrow.
Kind of excited for ASMP.
I'm really excited.
But are there? Oh yeah, Aaron said there were schematics allowed, but no cannons, which is fair. Right?
Yeah, and then.
Oh yes.
I think I also might just rant about the XSMP because fuck. That's gonna be it.
I cannot wait to abuse the bullshit I put into my avatar.
Oh gosh, I still need to figure out that
Oh yeah, right. You integrated a noisemaker.
I need to make a new avatar. That's right.
Oh no. B, if you abuse the shit,
assuming I can figure out virtual microphones.
I want you to know I will be disabling your avatar if you use that too much.
It's not that bad, dude.
We'll see.
It can be that bad.
We'll
That's
see on the
issue.
day.
Do you know how annoying it is that when you're stuck in the lobby, the whole screen pulsates with the music, even when it's muted?
Yeah.
Like, why did they integrate that? That's just a silly feature.
B said hype moments and aura.
Alright.
Hate my Hey.
See, wait, I wanted to
have this
also...
stupid face.
Also, I wanted to say, there was this other thing about Roblox wanting to convert completely from R6 to R15. And I don't understand why it's so hard for them to integrate it. It seems like there are really easy solutions out there.
Honestly, I just think that them trying to migrate in general is fucking stupid.
Wait, should I
No,
be janitor?
my
I feel like
idea.
janitor unlocked.
See, let me say it this way, Tyler. Since R15 is a more complex version that's based off of the same base as R6, couldn't they just make it so that everything is universally R15, but if you want R6, it just locks the extra joints from R15? All of a sudden, stuff that requires R15 gets its base, but the joints just don't move. You recreate R6 using the R15 models, wouldn't you know, everyone's happy, including Megacorp. I don't understand why they don't just do that.
I think you fail to understand that Roblox doesn't know how to manage their platform for shit.
Oh, I'm aware of that. But seriously? They can literally jury rig their own game engine to just get them what they want.
Audio-based game.
All right, kids.
Oh. You're gonna have to tell me, like, how to play.
All right. We'll do no traps because that's more fun. Actually, fine. We'll do it traps.
It has been so long since I played this.
All right.
At least 4. No, not 4. Like through 2 years.
Okay. Place a trap down at the right door, Nick.
Oh yeah, I'm just figuring out. There you go. Where did you want it?
I said right door, but B's got it covered.
I feel real useless.
I mean, you could push it, put the trap maybe at the front entrance over here, though I don't know. Resetting the characters, I doubt that really do much. I think...
Wait, why don't you have any accessories now? You're just a plain face.
You might want to come back in, you know.
Pretend that's not what's happened. Anyways, let's go. Oh, no,
how do I?
Fuckers.
Flashlight? How do I flashlight? Okay.
Oh, the freckles are... Oh, right, it's night 3. Oh, that closes the door, I see. I love how they, like, dive into the, Oh! Oh, yeah, right, you don't flash and you close the door until...
Hold on.
I like the way the Withered Bonnie runs. I can just sit here with my light on this bed.
Fuck off, Foxy.
Oh, you scared me.
Okay.
What was it?
He's running off like he has to piss. Oh my gosh.
I know. It is kind of funny how they run.
B said, Tyler, I want you to know your death was really, really funny.
Yeah. Do I just want to... I could have us cheese the whole thing and just telegraph exactly who's at where.
You close the door.
I'm like, okay, left is fine. Right cheek is there.
You might close the door, but I prefer blinding the fuck because it's funnier.
Big brr. And big other
I can
brr.
handle.
Blind bunny.
Oh.
Oh, that's the noise you make when you blind them. Or that's how you blind them.
He's frozen. There we go. Wow.
My goodness, this guy's showing up like every 5 seconds.
Holy shit. Fuck, that scares me every time.
What am I supposed to do with Bonnie again?
Why am I bald? What the fuck?
Open?
Just close the door on him.
Okay.
B said Tyler UNC.
No.
Oh my god. Hello, Foxy.
She's running up with her eyes closed. Someone close right. Close. Don't. Close. Yep. Good. She's off.
Oh, I blinked. Is that good?
Alright, almost done. You see, the reason we won is because we're missing 2 specific individuals who were there last time the whole fucking night.
Malachi is the type of dude to have a panic attack seeing Foxy in the closet.
Like, you just go, no, you literally hear him go, guys, it's Foxy, he's in the closet, oh my gosh. And then he's like, dude, just deal with him, shut up.
If I wanted to deal with Shaggy, I'd watch Scooby-Doo.
Mm-hmm.
B said Nightmare Foxy is gay.
I'm so pissed
Agreed.
that I was the one who died here.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
I'm sorry, I am gonna go. I'm really tired.
Alright, good
Fair
night.
enough. I mean...
Sorry. See ya.
We can both be, and I, like I said before, woke up at 5 something.
Oh.
5:40 for me. Oh, fuck, it is late. But I'm not going now. Oh my god, no.
Smiley face.
Give it time. No.
Alright, he's there.
Fuck. We did know, just... We lost it.
B said, let me cook next time.
Oh my god.
This.
Why the hell does he jump scare you even if you held him down? Fuck, that was so loud.
That got me because my volume was on full. Darn.
I'll save my trip. Tyler, this is how you got killed. Fucking Freddle. Love that they're called Freddles, though. Oh.
B said oop.
Door on the right, Taylor. Check that. He's gone, isn't he?
No.
That's right. Fuck off, Bonnie. Go piss. Oh, he's back. Oh my god, what the hell?
Fuck.
You didn't check the right door at all,
I
it
was
seems.
fixing my earbuds. Who did that?
Yeah, Tyler, were you checking the right door?
Yes, that was me. That was my bad. I made a mistake. I was
Okay. No, I mean, literally, were you actually checking the door, not
Oh,
was it
yes,
your
I was. Yes.
responsibility? Okay, weird, because Nightmare Chica got me.
Yeah, no.
She
That's because
comes-
they jump scare the whole room if they get triggered through the doors.
Tyler, use your ears. SMHJ.
They patched it.
What's back here? Oh my god, you can actually do, like, objectives?
There's objectives? Where?
You might be able to. There's a whole set of rooms back there.
Let's check.
Fuck! I'm an idiot. Sorry, I completely forgot that entering the room. Well, shit.
I think I got both Chica and Bonnie stuck.
What do you mean stuck? As in a trap?
Yep.
Foxy doesn't seem to awaken until 1 a.m. She waddled away.
Waddle, waddle.
Alright, we should deal with Foxy now.
B said Foxy starts out in the main area before entering the closet, indicated by the loud running sound that plays.
Okay, so the running sound is Foxy. Do not be. Do any of the actual walking noises matter?
It's kind of hard when there's a very constant
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Freddles.
Okay.
I genuinely thought you were talking about the Freddles. They sound like that, you know? Gotta stop talking. Good lord.
Let me in, you faggot.
Freddy never even had a chance to get in yet. How's the trap on your side? Oh my god!
B said sad face.
How did I die? I don't understand, because there was a trap right there. She couldn't have gotten it to me, and yet she did.
Sometimes
Was
they
the
just
trap
walk
too
around it.
close to the door?
No, the trap was about a meter away. It was far.
Sometimes they just walk around it.
Place it mid-hall IDK.
Okay, now.
I could just stun them for the first bit. I'm gonna explore the house real quick. Do not go into the room.
Yes,
I had
I'm
to
aware.
sprint from the bathroom.
Okay, but this trap is completely useless. So don't put that there.
Bonnie spawns here. Foxy spawns here. I think Chica spawns somewhere around here. Probably the kitchen, actually. And you know that's the path from the kitchen? Do 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 do. Corridor. Do 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 do. They're all gonna get caught.
Then why not block off the kitchen directly to ensure that Chica does not get caught?
Because there's two others that spawn from here, which are more important.
If I may explain myself, I'd prefer to catch the threat just before it becomes dangerous rather than right as it comes in. You gotta do the opposite of a dizzy. See, that it's pointless at 12 a.m.
Flash Chica real quick.
B said Fox Fag got spawn camped.
Up to Chica! Oh my fucking gosh, I got touched by that cabinet.
All the old Freddles. Fuck off, Freddies.
Alright, I'll just telegraph everything for you.
I suppose you should telegraph immediate threats. Oh my god! Fuck! Jesus Christ! Good lord. Why does he jump at me like that?
Bonnie. Never mind. I love how, like, we were struggling so hard on this last time, and then this time, we're probably just gonna blaze through this. I think that's, honestly...
How many were you last time?
Hmm?
How many were you doing it? Attempting
6. And this is kind of the same thing as well. I think it came with, you know, we stayed up until, from 12 to 6, so... As we all became, like, increasingly tired, we ended up, like... becoming like less cognizant. We became very sluggish, I guess, and
Malachi. He has become the new Seb.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not good. I was finally warming up to Seb. Rather, I think he was finally...
Bonnie is, yep.
Fuck off. Please. Please.
Bonnie's coming in with his eyes. What if you see his eyes over his face? That means he's like coming directly, and you need to, yeah.
I fucking knew it. He doesn't make noise. He just comes in. Already.
B said, I hope they have Nightmare Night.
Isn't Nightmare all of them at once?
No.
Fuck off, C. Whatever
Wait,
it
was
wanna be
it?
called.
I might be misremembering. Is it that
I
one?
thought, I thought Nightmare had Freddy's mechanic and Fox's mechanic, but
It's the
otherwise
Nightmare
was
boss fight.
one.
What were Freddy's mechanics again? I actually forgot.
It's just everyone's
The
mechanics,
Freddles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let the Freddles fester too much and Freddy's head appears. If you let that fester, he kills you. Oh my god. So how do I know when they're breathing?
B said, I love Tyler's folded corpse in the left hall.
But yeah, Tyler, how do I know when they're breathing? I can barely hear it, if anything.
Honestly, I don't know.
Oh my god, see? 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 There was no way for me to know. I was like, wait, nothing. Flashlight, we die. I fucking called
oh my
it.
God, bruh.
I fucking called it too. I was like, Chica's there. This is why I dislike FNAF 4.
Mm-hmm.
It is atrocious. The difficulty spikes so fast for no apparent reason.
B said, I think Nightmare Night has better audio cues if I recall correctly.
Hey. Open the door, please. You're evil. No, how did I not get put in? You're toying with me. Fuck it. Fuck. Why'd you do that to me? I think if I catch them at the middle or at the very beginning of them starting to walk, I catch them, but if not, they're at the door. I can't tell. It's really vague.
B. Dick. Oh, sorry.
That's right, you bitch. That's unfortunate. Knew it. Oh my god, what?
My bad.
Fucking hell. Oh my god, I just want to go to sister location, dude. Sister location's fun.
Mm-hmm.
This is hellish. You could even say nightmarish. God damn. Like, you just cannot hear them. They're so subtle.
The
I
beard.
don't know why I keep doing that.
Yeah,
The
whatever.
door's
I'll just
open.
be outside. What I could do is I could just be the ghost man.
Are you sure? Why does he look like he's doing the fucking dance move with the cane? Like a horizontal cane, you know what I mean?
B said 10 feet 20, the ghostly man.
Also, B, why do you keep locking us out? Not a habit you've simply formed.
Mild amusement.
That great amusement came from winning. is in the kitchen.
B said, gonna try something.
What are you gonna try?
It did not work.
Check right door. Listen, though.
Make sure right doesn't go down.
I want to go back to left. What do you listen for? I don't get it.
Breathing.
Don't get it with this kill us. No. Oh no! Holy shit! You keep making me think I killed us.
B said, which one got ya?
Bonnie?
Bonnie got us. This is really infuriating.
Alright, how about this? Nick, right door. I'll be bed and closet.
It's
B,
like
left
some
door.
King of Nightmare shift.
Alright. We all
check right.
comfy with these? Yeah. Nick, you're right, B, you're left. I'll be closet and bed.
Okay.
Alright.
be crashed. Fuck, Tyler, you're gonna have to take left door. Fuck. I just can't do this, man. This game. I know this one's specifically meant to be harder. We just can't do it. The other ones we can, but can we wait for B to come back at least?
Oh yeah. Give us some time to break. We could
talk about ASMP maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Or XSMP. I really
that.
want to talk about XSMP because that's the big one that I'm like planning in the background while ASMP is happening, while everything's going.
I need a Shatter Space mod. A mod for Shatter Space that really adds some. I need an effect similar to the Withered Beacon. You know when you'd start it and you'd hear this and this gong effect? Oh my god.
I feel like
just so Minecraft Dungeons coded. I loved it. It was exactly what I needed, but now that we don't have that.
I mean, we're gonna have Witherstorm mod in the XSMP.
I'm sorry, what?
It's Shatter Space.
We're gonna have it.
Yeah, I plan on using the Witherstorm as part of the final boss.
Oh, Tyler, it can't be final. I need it. I need it, Star. Actually, the Withered Beacon gives me... It does exactly what I need it to do.
I mean, this is a purely narrative SMP. I think I'm going to be catering specifically to the actual final, like, the whole use of the Witherstorm is meant to be a callback, of course, to the WSMP. Everyone, we get to do that fight again. And for the characters, of course, who haven't experienced a Witherstorm, they get to actually fight and whatnot. And I feel like I want to make some post XSMP, lore-based SMPs as well. Like, you know, what happened to the ZSMP after the Arizona, like after the events, of course, the Nimbus crashes down and 2 of its members disappear, assumed dead. You know, like what happens to the world? What changes? Like how long are they gone? Like I'd really like to explore that. I think I had an idea of like merging the ideas behind a SMP inspired by Decaying Winter. I kind of got like, I feel like, of course, CDUs, they're very proper. Someone tries to make like some like large.
I just don't understand.
BS.
One thing I don't understand about the CDU is that it's just an air conditioner. And
a really strong one at that.
Sprays cryogenic fluid, but that shouldn't affect a giant area, especially indoors.
We did beef up the CDU a bit, but yeah, no, that's completely understandable. That makes sense.
We had to make the flesh masses practically invincible so that we couldn't just kill them with gunfire.
Yeah. And still Spore was
I could headshot a howitzer.
Yeah.
Then it took over 20. That is thousands of damage.
Yeah. Scorched guns, which is going to be the likely contender for the gun mod in the SMP. Though, honestly, I feel like both mods fit, considering we're going to have a very asymmetrical boss fight. I feel like, of course, if we can, there's going to be a final boss. I wanted... this is going to be spoilers. I'm going to turn my mic off for... in the
Fully OC insert. Fully OC insert. Come on.
they're and or like another person, like there's the person who's, I don't know, like freaking we'll say like ASMP character was like Hitler incarnate, and then like the person is back as like, I don't know, their WSMP incarnation or something. And this like ASMP character dealing like a completely new version of this person who brought them so much, like, I guess, suffering. And I think that'd be a really interesting thing to explore.
Yeah, oh no, I have an FPS counter that I accidentally turned down from NVIDIA. It was at Alt R. It was Alt R. I just remembered after like 40 minutes. Okay, so what did I hear? Oh, we got kicked off. That's fine. Hold on.
Yeah. I'm just really excited to see. Oh, sorry.
So here's the idea with what I wanted to do. I wanted to finish our structure in the end for WSMP to showcase the Withered Beacon in a...
I think what I could do at the start of the ASMP, I could, or the XSMP, I would give you the Withered Beacon. And you'd have that on character the whole time.
I had a whole lore reason for that screenshot I sent of you to you of notes or notepad. Like I told you before, I wanted to use speaker blocks to literally announce this thing, because originally for WSMP I had this whole plot point where with the Withered Beacon, I would because we were in the end, I would fire it directly into the void and start shredding it. And by just practically tearing a hole into the void, you're just starting to mess with like causality and alternate universes, and so eventually stuff is going to start pouring in. Whole idea of this was that once this was shown, I proved that I have the Withered Beacon and it was never destroyed, or the Withered Nether Star was never destroyed. By the way, it's completely invincible, nothing can destroy it, and it floats in the void. And B, this thing gets a plot point in the sense that now any new mods you add are a direct result from this thing being turned on.
Yeah. I feel like we could have like a double entendre with like smaller and larger villains, like seeing like how other people have definitely accessed the multiverse before and seeing what happens with that. Like the WSMP Mechanist, I feel like could be a very interesting plot point. Though I feel like, again, I definitely want to have a lot of diversity in all the characters people play as. And one of the things that I'm planning and I'm thinking and I'm like saying this would be amazing would be to have like a fully custom like end fight, instead of just like, downloading a couple overhaul mods. We have a completely new, improved, this like completely new and updated like end fight for not the Ender Dragon. Like I feel like that stayed mostly the same. But like final boss.
Now
and I just
the other idea I had, sorry.
Yeah, and I was thinking, and so like as I was thinking this, I was like kind of going over, now if we're gonna have a custom final boss, then who should it be? Yada yada yada. I was initially coming up with, I was gonna just create like an original character as like this final boss character. And then like I started thinking about all the SMPs, and I started thinking specifically about the FSMP because that was what was going at the time, and I really want to kind of integrate that as a plot point into the FSMP. Which unfortunately I don't think I padded it out as well as I did. I didn't have too much of like an on-screen development in terms of my character, not being a relatively altruistic kind of like plucky. That's like what I normally play. This character is more of a like not cold and calculating. Well, yeah, calculating, very selfish.
Correct.
Like, yeah, I
Oh,
was...
okay, I misunderstood.
Yeah, no, like this cold, calculating, very sadistic individual is who I eventually wanted to like end up as on the FSMP until of course it died. Which is unfortunate. I think the main issue in part was due to my lack of knowledge on the mods, and honestly, like that kind of discouraged me from continuing like researching into them because everyone had gone so far. But I feel like, of course, if I had been given enough time and if I had stoked enough conflict within the Shadow Wizard Money Gang, I could have made it. I think that would have been really, really interesting.
The other thing I wanted to mention was that yes, the plot point I had created for the Withered Beacon does not make much sense outside of the end, but that's exactly my point. Now that we're not in the end, we're in the overworld where I will likely build this. The whole idea of the thing is that it will...
I have an idea, actually. I think what could happen for some of the WSMP characters, I think some of them either are come from a time before or like just directly after the Witherstorm. That was the initial idea. We could also have some of them have traveled through this beacon. I feel like it like creates a portal or something.
Are we not doing 5 nights anymore?
Oh no, we are. We're just starting up a new lobby.
Keeps us up.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. This didn't take 3 hours like Sybil did, right? It'd be kind of funny if it did, because that would be a Sybil reference.
Also, you should join the Nightmare Shift.
B sent an image file and said Agua.
Either way, Tyler, the thing I wanted to say was that because it's in the opposite place, it would then have the opposite effect. Oh, you're still there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So yeah, opposite place, thus opposite effect. Meaning the whole idea behind this is that it's basically the central endpoint to everything.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, it doesn't solve everything at once, but it's the beginning to that solution.
Yeah. I think I like the idea. I feel like, of course, I don't know about WSMP. I feel like I'm trying to figure out the time points when each of these SMPs would get integrated into the Shatterspace SMP. I do want them to be somewhat after the fact. I think, like, you know, the WSMP...
I want WSMP to be, like, later on.
I want it to be later on, but not late enough.
Yeah.
I think...
Yes,
like,
because the idea... Sorry.
Like, I like the idea of... Oh my gosh, hold on. Disband.
It's because I treat Shatterspace as it literally being the merging of timelines in this sense. So, yeah. As it would come later on, it would be as if some of the characters remember fragments of things that technically never happened.
Discussing the XSMP on stream.
Yeah. It's less that, it's more a convergence of timelines. Rather than... Well, that's basically what you said. It's more like a convergence of universes. Like, rather than these are all the same persons, like, you know, all these characters being like the exact same person. Yes, they technically are. There's technically like iterations on the same character. They're all still separate characters. And so they're not going to remember anything that happened on either of the other SMPs. They just remember what happened out there,
see.
which is going to be interesting as well, because I'd love to see, like, one of the things I want to see, like a ZSMP member, or, like, reacting to the Witherstorm, or something like that. Like, hearing these...
although I view it in the sense that because the worlds themselves are overlapping, so are the characters.
Members and WSMP members trading war
Yeah.
stories.
Which was why that my idea for my character was the sense that as the worlds slowly start to merge, a fragment of memory that makes no sense finds its way through, because part of that character is now literally integrated within the main one.
Yeah.
As
it's less
the
of a
worlds
main
can
world.
slowly get closer and closer, they slowly unify piece by piece, connecting their own individual parts with the ones that they had, like, exclusively to themselves, but that are still their own parallels. Which the whole point would now be, how are we going to separate them again? And this is why I had this idea.
Interesting, but I don't think it would fit into the... I don't think it would fit into the broader kind of timeline I'm creating. The idea here is the shadow space itself, rather than being like an actual, like, something kind of compresses all of these places into each other. It's more of like someone, breaking a bunch of mirrors and then creating a new mirror out of like a bunch of those broken pieces or something, like creating some kind of like form of art. Rather than having all these universes literally clashing into each other, it's rather pieces of these universes getting cut and pasted into this fabricated other. It's basically Underverse.
Okay. It's just the way you would explain it.
We actually played 5 nights at Freddy's during the night.
It's basically Underverse, I'm realizing.
The way that you were explaining it and the way that I saw it, and this is gonna sound like a weird example at first, but like, this concept was done in fucking Fortnite, but it was well done, I admit, because in like with Chapter 2 Season 2 with Midas, he literally built a machine to fight back against the storm, and oh my god, was that amazing. Holy shit, they cooked with that one. And he fought back, and it resisted. And to the point where it just created a giant flood. It won, but Midas genuinely put up a fight. And that's the same kind of idea that I want to make with this. I want to create the plot point of a machine that attempts to fracture the world and put the pieces back into their correct places.
I think that
basically
would be a good fitting conclusion.
A cataclysmic world-ending machine in the point of view of this current world, but for every other world, it's actually repairing their time.
Yes. I think that is how we do it. I think like the Withered Star will just have like a conclusion. I do want there to be like a bit of a conclusion where we actually like figure out how exactly everyone like quote unquote gets back, and then I don't know, we have like a nice little heartwarming
WSMP, the center of everything, and blame it all on the command block.
I mean, right now I think the FSMP is the current center of everything, because that's where it starts. That's where all the I guess like of course the central creator, I guess, or
also I just thought to mention different characters would react in different ways to shatter space forming and changing, right? Not every character has its exact alternative.
It's rather
some characters would remain the same.
Yeah, rather than seeing shadow space form, they're kind of thrust into it. Like what happens? Of course, they have this like specific. There's always this one specific point in time where all of a sudden like structures and stuff get pulled from time and space from their universes, just kind of scattered around, and what they basically feel is they've just kind of plopped into another universe.
Well, in a sense, you think of it as in trying to visualize the fourth dimension.
Yes.
A bit like visualizing the third dimension when you're 2D. Something just randomly appears. So, in the sense of this, I can explain that some characters are affected by the shadow space significantly more than
Yeah, I think so too.
more than others, but in the sense that they all will interact with it separately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is why I'm trying to find an excuse for my characters to slowly recover parts of information that make no sense.
I think what
recalling events that never happened, and then eventually remembering about the machine, remembering about, as I dubbed it, the End Ripper. But the End Ripper doesn't
hold on.
exist.
What character are you going to be playing in the XSMP? Which SMP are you going for in this case?
I want to create an eventual combination of WSMP, hence the End Ripper's plot point. As its realm starts to appear, its existence forces its own way in. When you bring such an unstable, or rather destabilizing object into existence, anything tied to it is going to be dragged along.
Yeah.
Because it's still ripping a tear. Technically, it both is and isn't still doing its job. So it's going to cause a lot of instability, and
I
that's
think what
why
could
this
happen and what could have
character
happened
worked on is special.
It could be the either the End Ripper is about to be utilized, or because I think it could be interesting as well that this machine exists maybe as a work in progress or a.
It was never complete.
Yeah.
That's actually the thing I was even the thing I was trying to make in general, as in, I specifically put in the notepad file specifically a piece of text that is going to be mentioned later on, which was basically just a warning message saying that the chance of actual activation was only 28% based off of past attempts, but it never existed in this realm. Its complete information and the data that was stored is saved, because that was directly ported over. Let's say it was burned into the Wither Nether Star. But otherwise, everything else...
Yeah. I think...
Everything else should not exist.
An idea
it's
I
only
have...
This
I think due to, of course, your exposure to the Wither Star, you have that on your person. I think you could be somewhat obsessed with it, actually. And of course, when that ends, you're you could actually, I feel like it'd be interesting for you to be where did this thing go? This, your prized possession almost. Or, of course, I could spawn it on you. Yeah,
Oh, in the sense that if I take FSMP, right? FSMP me was very sketchy. I would trade with everyone, but I did not even utter a word as to where I even got these items. Nobody asked. I would do some sketchy shit to get my hands on materials. And I got a lot of them. I got them in bulk. I needed something, I got it. I needed something I couldn't get, I bought it. I went out of my way to get exactly what I needed with zero remorse. Taking this same idea and now adding the End Ripper into the situation...
Yeah.
You combine the one with no limits or morals with the one with all of the morals. One that decided to be morally gray for the betterment of that universe, merged with the one who just didn't care about the consequences. You're left with someone ruthless and so utterly determined to reconstruct the End Ripper and then modify it for its new purpose that I am going to wage war on people. I am going to pick sides and I'm going to gouge people of their resources because I need to get this done before it's too late, before Shatter Space finally solidifies into its own new thing and the change is irreversible. Is it a good cause? That's the question. You can't say it is a good cause. What if it's better to leave the universe as it is? That's not a question I'm going to answer. The question I'm going to answer is, can I fix this? Not should I. And the answer is yes, I will fix this. The best villains, Tyler, are the ones who are often right. The ones who are justified in their actions. The ones who you can relate with. Now, what am I doing? I am risking it all on an assumption. Because there's no telling if this is actually going to work.
Or if it's even a problem, if, like, the shadow space, of
Or
course,
if this even needs fixing.
Yeah, like, of course, the shadow space in universe is literally, rather than, like, a converging of universes, it is its own separate universe with just little physical things plopped out of other universes stuck in there, like the freaking X-verse, or whatever.
You couldn't even tell me if the initial activation of the End Ripper is what caused it all.
Mm-hmm.
If it accidentally split a timeline, and in this timeline, shadow space forms because of the instability caused in one, spreading to the rest and breaking them down.
I would love that
it
for your character to,
It could have been all my fault.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to fix it, but by destroying all of the worlds and creating this new one, the only way to revert my mistake is to destroy this new one. What better solution than to break what had reformed by using exactly what caused this breakage in the first place? We know the End Ripper works if it did this much damage. Let's do damage to the scarring.
I think as well, considering
Am I right?
Yeah.
Or am I wrong? You could never tell. It's so great.
I think as well as that,
this is a story.
I think as well as that, like, I feel like once your character figures out that, like, Shadow Space was created as well, like, of course I wanted the creator of Shadow Space to be the overarching villain of it, yada yada yada. I feel like you would be so incredibly obsessed with either, like, getting him as almost a specimen or just killing him.
At a certain point, I don't know. Sorry, I don't even know if my character would want to separate himself directly to either study him for more information or embrace him and use the new combination of minds to further advance this technology.
I also feel like another thing could be, like, there could be previous interactions with you and our little, and the overarching villain. I feel like that could also play a big part in the merging of minds, I feel.
Oh, there could be a flagship villain, but I've got to make myself known at a certain point. Because then I have to push for resources.
I do, of course, want, I have it laid out in the doc on, like, the kind of lore details, at least, like, my brainstorming for the actual, like, overarching villain, the whole, like, mastermind behind Shatter Space. But I don't exactly have everything fully, you know, complete. We still need to draft out the story, of course, and the mod pack and the world especially, because that is probably the most, that's gonna be fun. The world specifically, I do want it to feel initially like a new Minecraft world. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna, like, have, like, around maybe 100 or so chunks away from spawn, or like a good amount of chunks away from spawn, you start to see familiar structures littered around. And I think we could also...
Oh, you mean in the sense that this is basically a vanilla SMP, and then almost immediately after it starts, Shatter Space begins to form?
Less form, more be discovered. Because, again, this world is created, of course, this world is created initially, and then these characters are kind of put in there by the overarching villain. By this guy, just to see what happens,
the overarching villain again?
It was, hold on.
There's a chance that B goes full dictator, and if that's the case, then I am absolute... For lack of better words, I'm going to be using her to get the resources I need to construct the beacons. Do you know what I want to start? I want to start a war, but not just a war between myself and an opponent. I want this whole thing to end up forming towards the end as those who want to maintain the End Ripper's startup, and those who don't, basically doing like a Half-Life 2 episode 2, you know, the White Forest base getting attacked by the Combine. I want there to be a group who attempts to protect the beacon, and another who wants to destroy it to maintain the current like universe. Or well, or even then, you could make the argument that because shadow space exists, the universe will naturally attempt to repair what is broken. And that if we just break shadow space, it'll simply reform in a different configuration. Unless we break it nice and cleanly, it will simply reappear under a different type. It is otherwise the same. And so, if done properly, the parts can be separated and will never connect to each other again, instead floating back to their original configurations and staying that way, as that is simply stabler. Or there's more stability in being with their original parts. The End Ripper would only have to be used once and maintained to slowly fracture the timeline again. And also the other concept is once the beacon's on, you can't turn it off. So basically, the war would last probably like 20 minutes as people are fighting each other in their ships with big cannons, right? Because big cannons is there. Oh right, okay, I forgot about that. You can still use minecarts, right, to move stuff, or you can package. Can't you package contraptions into an item and carry them around? Oh yeah, so someone's got to make heavy Gustav for the sole purpose of attempting, or like a tiny heavy Gustav for the sole purpose of attempting to fire upon the beacon. Oh, you mean when the Wither Storm was nearing death and I had come back with the golden apples too? Oh yeah. For one, that was a promise that I had made. I promised that I would build this base in order to produce materials that would help for the fight. And also, you know, reputation is worth more than gold. And when you start merging like people and timelines like this, I have already built up the foundation to get most people to agree with me. I can overpower resistance starting from the very beginning. I have been researching this across 2 different timelines. The one of them being Shatter Space, as this is important knowledge that needs to be at it. Well, because it's been discovered due to the research done in WSMP, which has now been revealed through the merging of timelines, through the formation of Shatter Space. The revealing of Shatter Space to my character ignites the need to understand why this is what I. Or it's the more like it's hinting at itself. carried out the legacy. And so, well, through either way, the concept is understood that shattered space is a reality, and that is the current one. And through realizing that, yeah, the important, yeah. Yeah. Oh, wow, you gave me an idea. So my first thought was, base new fresh character, but as timelines start to, or as universes start to merge, fragments of the others start appearing, but not enough to completely change, just enough to remind that they exist and they carry some knowledge that can be put to use. And then towards the end, ZSMP this is my idea. Towards the end, ZSMP starts to appear a bit, but none of the technologies in the ZSMP are going to appear. There is no fungal infection spore. But there is one piece of knowledge that still prevails, and that is that I am going to have to put up for a giant fight, or I am screwed. With people starting to revolt against the idea of the End Ripper, and then this piece of info comes in, prepare for the worst. You're gonna need it. Then that would be the motivating factor for preparing to form an army. Of course. Oh, you're canonizing the Nimbus in that one? Oh, we're supposed to rebuild it. I hope we do. I don't want to let that go to waste. Also, it would be an excellent idea to put I really hope big cannons is part of Shatter Space. Okay, my whole idea with that. Oh my god, that's genius. Hold on. I was gonna say if it were to crash anywhere, it would have to be in one of those super tall like Karolith mountains. And then it either this was my the thing that just came to mind. It either serves as a defense platform to protect the End Ripper, or the how do you say it? The resistance goes in directly and takes control of it, and then uses the weapons like embedded into it, and then directly aims down and fires. See, that's game design, but
Hey, you fucks ready to night shift, or should I just leave Roblox?
we should start. I want this is the location. Yes, this is what I'm good at doing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, dude. We're on night 4. Are you sure you don't want me to telegraph? No, I want to telegraph. No, 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 no.
B said, why the fuck does the ASMP mod pack have North Star?
I forget what North Star does again. Yes, Aaron talked about North Star, but I don't remember what it does.
Erin is very open about the mod pack.
No, I'm aware of that. I don't remember what North Star does.
Being in the mod pack. And North Star is really fucking stupid for it.
Oh, is that what that does? It's like creating space. Yeah, no. Creating space is also a space mod that she was playing. But yeah, Taylor, I'm happy that you agreed with me on the core. Literally the core concept. Chica's in the kitchen.
I do really like the core idea of like WSMP Nick, or yeah, WSMP Nick really like. I also do. I'm actually pretty fond of the idea. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Sorry, these Freddles are annoying. Like, finally, goodness, Foxy.
I saw him walk through the wall.
B said me when I'm in a oversharing publicly about secret mod packs competition and my opponent is Tyler or Erin.
Oh my god! This
You know what you could do?
game.
You could hold the door down. You could just hold the door down. That is possible.
Wait. So you just alternate between Foxy and Freddles?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, alright, well.
Aw.
Tis so boring.
Do we just want to do sister location?
Yes, please. Sister location is so fun. I get it's not great to skip part of the game, but this is the worst one out of all of them. Would you be okay with that, B? Doing sister location?
B said sure.
By the way, Tyler, I really do hope that stream was still off.
Hmm?
You didn't have to turn it on, did you?
I didn't have to turn what on?
The stream.
Oh, yeah, I turned it on
rolling?
enough. I turned my specific volume down. Because I'm relatively okay with a lot of this being talked about. No one's gonna watch this the whole way through.
I guess you're right. Don't want to risk it, though.
Clipping it and posting it to Nova.
Huh.
Thankfully, I didn't speak about... I didn't talk about the core to anybody. With the exception of B, I'm pretty sure. Even
Yeah,
then,
we could talk about that in DMs later.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think one thing I appreciate with this server especially is that I'm able to put my entire creative force into motion. Stupid child. She got stupid. Shut up. We know what happens.
State of the art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we.
Where's the angsty teen who plays casual bongos to give us our, was it exotic butters? All my exotic butters.
Let's see. Alright.
Exotic butters.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad in screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Hand Unit. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so
let me do this.
Careful. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad.
Okay.
I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict.
Lee said be right back.
Oh yeah, be right back as well.
Oh shit.
Hold on, stay in the elevator.
Now open the elevator using that bright, red, and obvious button. Let's get to work.
These fucking... Sorry, I was just grabbing a soda because I know damn well I'm gonna need it later tonight.
By the way, Tyler is back. Great.
Alright, let's go.
What are you looking at?
Guess we just...
Allow me to fill this somewhat frightening silence with some light-hearted banter. Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning. You are now in the primary control module. It's actually a crawl space between the two front showrooms. Now, let's get started with your daily tasks. View the window to your left. This is the Ballora Gallery Party Room and Dance Studio, encouraging kids to get fit and enjoy pizza. Let's turn on the light and see if Ballora is on stage. Press the blue button on the elevated keypad to your left. Uh-oh. It looks like Ballora doesn't feel like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Press the red button now to administer a controlled shock. Maybe that will put the spring back in her step. Let's check the light again. Excellent. Ballora is feeling like her old self again and will be ready to perform again tomorrow. Now view the window to your right. This is the Funtime Auditorium, where Funtime Foxy encourages kids to play and share. Try the light. Let's see what Funtime Foxy is up to.
My fucking mouse, hold on.
Looks like Funtime Foxy is taking the day off. Let's motivate Funtime Foxy with a controlled shock.
This guy really likes giving these animatronics controlled shocks.
Let's try another controlled shock.
Can't stand this fucking noise.
Looks like Funtime Foxy is in perfect working order. Great job. In front of you is another vent shaft. Crawl through it to reach the Circus Gallery control module.
Motion trigger. Circus Gallery vent.
On the other side of the glass is Circus Baby's auditorium. Let's check the light and see what Baby is up to. Looks like a few of the lights are out, but we can fix that later. Let's encourage Baby to cheer up with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Great job, Circus Baby. We knew we could count on you. That concludes your duties for your first night on the job. We don't want you to leave overwhelmed, otherwise you might not come back. Please leave using the vent behind you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
I don't like that sound.
Motion trigger. Circus Gallery vent.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, look away.
They don't play the music.
Daddy, you let the other children go see her. Why won't you let me go?
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad below, please select a new companion voice. For male, press 1. For female, press 2. For text only, press 3. For other options, press 4. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
Alright.
Everything alright?
Why does the
elevator stopped. You know the routine.
He said hell.
Okay.
You can get out now or whatever. Stay here if you want. So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story. Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun.
Fuck was that?
That's Angsty Teen breaking down.
Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow.
What's up?
Great.
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 B said his jaw was clipping into
There
his
seems
bow
to have been a
tie.
problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Oh my gosh. Could you two go any slower? Gosh.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Hey, why did you stop? Keep moving forward.
Circus Baby had
Or,
a busy day
come
today.
I am the
Let's
dead
check the
body they
light
found
and
in
make
this
sure
vent
she's in
once.
proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent. Funtime auditorium maintenance vent opened. Ballora gallery maintenance vent opened. Motion trigger. Technician control.
I don't recognize you. You are new. I remember this scenario, however. It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this. Willingly. Maybe curiosity, maybe ignorance. There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact. It will be over soon. They will lose interest.
Oh. Hi there.
It's the babies. The circus babies. Do not look at them.
Oh, man.
Putting your cursor on them aggravates them. Your sole focus is just a drag. Such a drag. Hello again. You know the drill. Don't point your cursor at them.
What's up, guys? How are you doing?
That's normal. They're stronger than us somehow. They're babies, but...
Oh no. You're fitted with... I don't know what kind of...
B said babies are strong.
I'm going to kill myself.
Don't do that. That's not very nice.
I'm so pissed off by this stupid internet.
B said, I think I'm just gonna go. See ya.
See ya, B.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
this was not that fun of a... That was a horrible event, I think. First one was fun. I think that was like a one-trick pony.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, the first 3 games are a whole lot more fun than the 4th. And Sister Location is a lore game and not a gameplay game. Also, I think we focused way too much on FNAF 4.
Yeah, I mean, it was called the Nightmare Shift for a reason. We wanted to come back, but I feel like we should have come back with a lot more people.
Yeah, but it's buns.
It is buns.
Oh my god, it's so buns.
Well, it is a shame this event backfired.
It could have been worse for me, at least.
Yeah.
Well, you know exactly why.